Hey everybody, Dan with Kane Custom Garage. And today I'm coming to you from Maui, Hawaii. I know, that's right. I finally went on vacation. Haven't done it in years, and the wife's always wanted to go to Hawaii, so we took all three kids, and so I'm stuck here on a Friday. This is usually when I do my chainsaw videos, but I don't got nothing for you. I don't got any chainsaws here. So I thought I'd do like a little vlog type thing. Talk about the channel and how I got into chainsaws and how I got into doing the YouTube thing and all that. So maybe we'll talk about that, but let me show you where I'm at. Let's see if this thing will... Here, let me flip it around. I got it on selfie mode, so here, can you see? I'm in Hawaii, Maui. It's a nice place. The kids are down at the beach with Mama, so I thought I'd sneak in a little video. So let me set it up here on my sophisticated little... I stuck it up on this on the windowsill here. That works. So yeah, I just thought I'd talk about, how I got into chainsaws and YouTube and all that. Talk about some friends I've made on YouTube, and so yeah, it's just pretty cool. And so yeah, I wrote down some notes because I'm terrible at speaking. I'd rather be like showing you something instead of just talking about myself. It's just me. So anyways, so yeah, what I wanted to talk about was the chainsaw thing. I used to be into hot rods and cars and building cars, and then we had a family, and cars are expensive and they take up a lot of space, and when you got three kids, you can't spend a lot of money on it. So anyways, we went to a estate sale one day, and that's where I found that Titan 30 chainsaw. And it was just so neat because it had all the cool textures and colors and, materials, and it was just really neat. And I drug that thing home and worked on it, and that's sort of how I got into the chainsaw thing. And then I thought, wow, you can find these old chainsaws like everywhere, yard sales, estate sales. So I thought, shoot, I should buy them up and get them running, fix them up, and try and sell them, make a little extra money. And so that's what we did. We would look on Craigslist and eBay and that kind of stuff, and if I could get one cheap enough, I'd buy it, fix it up, get it running. And then the YouTube thing came in to just basically get a video online so that I could tie that to the eBay listing so that people could see it running. So I was literally, the YouTube thing, I was just using it as a tool back then. I wasn't thinking like channel, like content. I just put it out there, and then we'd link it to our eBay thing, and that was the end of it. And that was like 7-8 years ago. And like every once in a while, we'd get a notification that we got a comment or something, and I wouldn't even respond to it. And I feel sort of bad now because people were responding to my content and saying, hey, cool saw and stuff like that, and I was basically just ignoring them, and because I wasn't looking at it as like a channel thing. A lot of people just used it as a tool to get their content on the internet so that people could look at it. So anyways, and then fast forward 10 years, I started looking. I was like, wow, I got all these chainsaw videos on there. It's like I should like get organized, and like I have my collection of chainsaws, and nobody gets to see them. So I was like, why don't I start doing the YouTube thing, but like focus on it as like a channel, and like make it like a real thing, And so anyways, that's what I did. I decided to do these chainsaw videos, and I'm trying to tie in like the hot rod thing. I don't know how well that's gonna work, mixing hot rods with chainsaws, but I'm gonna throw a car thing in here once in a while, try and get it, mixed together. We'll see how that works out. So far it seems like people would rather just see the chainsaw stuff, but some guys are into the hot rod stuff too, and that's what I like, so I'm gonna put it on there. And so anyways, yeah, that's how I started the YouTube thing. And it's hard, like they say, it's hard to put that first video out there because you feel like an idiot and you feel like, crap, nobody's gonna watch this crap, and you feel all weird and nervous, and so anyways, the first few of them are you can tell I'm nervous and I'm stumbling, and it's still hard for me, but anyways, so yeah, I'm pumping them out there and I'm enjoying it, and I sort of got caught up in the analytics and like looking at the analytics all the time and seeing if people are watching the videos, and my wife started getting mad at me because I was getting a little obsessed with like the analytics and seeing how many likes I got and seeing if I got a subscriber, did I get any subscribers today? And then sometimes you'll get like somebody will unsubscribe, and so your subscriber numbers will go down, and then that's really like, oh God, how come somebody unsubscribed? But it's just like, just let it go. It's like, I don't care. It's just, I'm just gonna put the stuff on there, and if people like it, fine. But I say that, but I still look at the crap. I still look. Christina gets mad at me. She's like, would you quit looking at that? So anyways, but yeah, so far I'm having fun. I've learned a lot about electronics and like uploading this stuff, because I'm terrible like with, and in fact this is the first time I've actually had my own cell phone. Up until now all I had was my work phone, and that's the only time I used it was for work. But Christina got tired of me using her phone to make videos, so she's like, you need to get your own phone. So I finally did. And so anyways, I made me a little list of stuff I wanted to talk about. So, and the first guy I wanted to talk about was because like when I was buying my chainsaws, whenever I wanted to know about them or see one, I'd look on YouTube, and I always went to the chainsaw guy, Rich, the chainsaw guy. Now he calls himself West Coast Muscle Saws, but it's the chainsaw guy, and he pretty much had like almost every chainsaw that you could imagine on there, and it was really cool. So you'd just go on there and he'd do his little thing, and then you'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool. And so I started to look up to that guy. I actually bought like some parts from him too. He's really cool. Like you call him and he answers, and so anyways, and he's sort of back into it. I can see he's putting stuff out there again. He was sort of quit doing it for a while, and then now he's back into it. So that's cool. So yeah, he's cool, Rich. And then I've made a whole bunch of other YouTube friends, along the way here. When I first put videos on, I was like, man, nobody comments on my videos, and like nobody's saying anything. I'm like, what am I doing wrong here? It's like no, but then it's like, once it starts trickling in, and like you'll get a comment here, you'll get a comment there, and then pretty soon you'll have like, you got a few regular guys that comment, and I sort of wanted to take a shout out for those guys. The first guy that commented on my videos when I did my Welcome to Kane Custom Garage video, that one's terrible. I look all nervous and I'm all so anyways, but Kenzie at Bayou Country Power Saws, he actually commented and said, hey man, it gets easier, just keep doing it, and he sort of encouraged me. And so yeah, that was really cool. He gave me some encouragement. And I'm sure you guys have probably seen his stuff. He does some cool stuff. He does cool saw mods, and he's into that stuff. And then another guy was, who else was there early on? That Smitty's chainsaws and firewood. He knows a lot about home lights, and he's into porting them and all that stuff. So he sort of gave me some encouragement, and then I met Andrew from Butler Outdoors Canada. He's a pretty cool guy. He's really like positive, and he does his cast of kindness thing, and I think that's really neat. Like he just seems like a really cool dude. And so yeah, we got that guy, and then who else we got? Oh, and then the Mac 131. I don't even know what his name is, but he's doing like McCulloch 1010s, like porting them and trying to get some maximum power out of them. And he's really precise, and like he does a really good job with his videos, like showing all the steps and what he's doing. And because it's really cool to see what he can do. Like he's trying to fix the squish on the 1010 saws, and he sort of had to basically take 20 thousandths off of the clamshell and move the crankshaft a little bit, and so yeah, it's cool like seeing that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't even know what his name is. What's your name, Mac 131? And then Journey North, Jamie at Journey North, he's up in Alaska, and he's another cool dude. He sort of does a little bit of everything. He does chainsaws, and he's really into like old tools like planes and spoke shaves and axe tools and that kind of stuff. And he does a really good job. He's got a good personality. So yeah, he's given me some encouragement. And then who else is there? Oh, Mr. Obseletes, Vintage Homesteading. He's a pretty cool guy. He's always got some cool stuff that he does around his homestead, his farm there. I don't even know where he is. I don't even know what his first name is either. What's your name, Mr. Obsolete? So anyways, he's a wealth of information, because I don't claim to be an expert on any of this stuff. I just like to restore the saws, and I like the way they look, but when it comes down to like facts and figures and all that kind of stuff, it's like I'm not the greatest at it. So I like it when people sort of help me out with that kind of stuff. And then this other guy in the UK, his name's Stride. Well, his eBay or his YouTube name is Stride Bad, and he's been doing chainsaw stuff forever on there, and he does little videos before he like sends them off to their new owner, because I think he sells a lot on eBay. But his name's Rob, but you'll always see his stuff on YouTube. His name's Stride Bad, his YouTube name is, and he's always testing out stuff. And man, that guy is passionate about chainsaws, and he knows all the facts and figures and like all the strokes and bores and all that stuff. See, I'm terrible at that. I can't do that. But yeah, he always entertains me, and we comment back and forth. So he's a cool guy. And then what else we got? Oh man. Oh, and then there's the one guy I started watching early on too, is that Leon's chainsaw parts and repair. It's sort of cool. He actually people will send him saws, and then he'll fix them, and then he'll do a little video about what he had to do to fix them, and then he sends it back to him. And man, that guy's like a working machine, because he has a full-time job too, and then he does that, and then he has a store where he sells parts. It's like, man, I couldn't do that. But yeah, that guy's pretty cool too. And then what else we got? And then the other thing I wanted to mention, Iron Horse Harv. He's a cool old guy. He just sets the camera up and just starts into talking, and it's sort of cool. It's like you're talking to your grandpa or something like that. He just and he's a really cool guy. I enjoy watching him. And then some of the other places I've gotten a lot of inspiration and help as far as chainsaws go is on Facebook. There's a group called Vintage Chainsaw Collectors and Cutters, and like when I'm making videos, sometimes I'll spam them and I'll throw one on their site just to get some exposure, and they're always really cool about it. They give you good comments and good feedback, and I've done that too, like because early on I've read that if you want to get some views on your videos, you can find some subreddits on Reddit and put some stuff there, and I've had a little success there, but sometimes they get a little pissy because they don't want you spamming them with just a bunch of crap. But I mean, if it's chainsaw related, they don't care. I mean, for the most part, they're cool. But anyways, I'm hopefully that now that I'm getting a little more traction with the channel, I don't have to do a whole lot of that. I can just put it out there and people watch it. But so anyways, that's sort of cool. And then if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry, but I'm terrible. There's other people that have helped me along the way. Yeah, who else do I got here? Yeah, and then some of these big guys, you got like Tin Man. He's a chainsaw porter. He's got a lot of subscribers, but he seems like a pretty cool, down-to-earth guy. I haven't actually talked to him, but he's fun to watch. And then the one channel, one of my favorite channels, and I don't know if you guys have seen this, you probably have, but Terrell Fixes All. It's like that guy is just, when I first started watching a couple of them, I was just like, what the hell is this? These guys with fake teeth, and I was just like, what is this? But it's like, once you watch a few of them, you sort of get it, and then you're like, oh, okay, this is the whole deal. But man, that guy is like sharp, and like some of the stuff he does is just like really brilliant, I think, and like he's a really good, small engine mechanic, and just seems like a very intelligent guy, and his sons are very creative, and they do some pretty cool skits and stuff. And so that I always find that entertaining, but yeah, his channel is really like huge now, and so I always think that's sort of cool how those guys do that. And then you got Buck and Billy Ray. That guy's like huge. It's like, but it's like, man, I don't know if a guy, I mean, that must just take up all his time, like trying to deal with that channel and all the people commenting. But he seems to love it. But man, that's a lot. But yeah, he does some interesting stuff. Some of his videos, like he's all over the place with stuff, and you're just like, whoa. But it's pretty entertaining. So yeah, I just sort of wanted to, talk about all that, and hopefully we'll keep going with this. I still got a ton more chainsaws, and I'll try to work in some more like how-to videos and fixing stuff, and try to work in some of the car stuff and the hot rod stuff. But anyways, that's the video for this week, I think. Let me check. Let me make sure I didn't forget nothing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just some of my experiences with the YouTube channel. It's pretty fun so far. My wife gets mad at me sometimes because I spend too much time with it sometimes, but I'm trying to like just let it be and just let it do its thing and not get obsessed with the numbers. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you find the content entertaining, and we'll see you next week with a real chainsaw video. Okay, bye.